welcome back. This is For the Love of Baby Boomers, and I'm your host, Dolores Clivert. We have a good show today. We have Mr. Elton Brown with us, and he is the owner of Boomer Transition, and he's been giving us some good information. So this is what I would like you to do, Elton. Let's start. Normally we start and we start talking and everything, and at the end we get the contacts. But I want to make sure to give you enough time to tell people how to reach you. So let's start this segment with that.
Absolutely. Social media, you can follow us on LinkedIn at Boomers Transitions, and that's Boomers with an S, Transitions with an S on LinkedIn. Facebook, you can follow us on Facebook, same thing, Boomers Transitions. You can follow us on Instagram, same thing, Boomers Transitions, so with an S, and our website. The website is boomerstransitions.com. We keep it super easy so you can find it. So if you have you're on your phone, you're on your laptop, your computer desk, just type in Boomers Transitions and you'll get some information that'll come up. My phone number, 804-617-4219. So you could give us a call there and make sure you reach out to us there. If we don't answer, you definitely could get a message. We'll get back to you within a 2 hours span. So yeah, any social media, website, and our phone, you can definitely give us a call, and we definitely can take care of you. And our email, you can email too on the website, through the website, but it's contact@boomerstransitions.com. That's our email. So contact@boomerstransitions.com. Those are ways you can get in touch with us.
Wonderful. Thank you for that information. And at the end of this segment, if we have more time, we're going to ask you to repeat one or two of those for those who didn't come prepared with their phone to type it in or to write it. And also, I'm going to ask you, so think about this. I want to know, what do you do for yourself and family when you're not working with Boomer Transition? But before we go there, I like to hear some stories. Stories is a good thing. Tell us about some stories. I know you've met some boomers, and, us boomers, especially, see, y'all don't see what I see. Okay, I see this tall chocolate.
Hey, they say a tall drink of water.
No, he's not a drink of water. No, he's a chocolate bar. Okay. He's 6'9", handsome man, and he's smart and speaks well. So I know there's some stories there. Tell us some stories.
Yeah, I kind of stopped doing consultations, like showing up. I hired people. I'm serious.
You mean you can't get work done the way you want to?
Not the way I want. I had one crazy situation. The story I had was I did a consultation, and I went there, and I think I left church. I was leaving church. So I still had on my suit and everything of that nature. And I go there, and this lady, I think she was probably about 68, 69. And she literally opened the door and then shut the door back in my face. It's a true story. So I'm like, in my mind, I'm thinking, like, what's going on here? Like, am I at the wrong house again? Like, what's going on? And she opened it up like 5 seconds later. And then she was like, why is something this beautiful standing in front of me? I was like, what?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, what? So I laughed it off or whatever. And when she came to the door, she had on jeans. She had on some running tennis shoes. And, but she had a collar, long sleeve, button down shirt. And, she was like, I'll be, take a look. I'll be back down. I'm like, okay, no problem. She was like, take a look. See, I was like, because I need to take pictures of everything in the house, what's being moved. Like 5 minutes later, she came down in a robe. And it was like...
A robe. Okay.
Yeah. And it wasn't like a thick robe, like it's wintertime. It was like a sheer robe almost.
Okay.
And it was like... okay, you know, like I'm looking like, all right. And she was like, so just sit down. So you want something to drink? So now it's like, it's not a consultation anymore. I was like,
Okay,
what's going
boys.
on? I was like, what's going on right now? She's like, you want something to drink? I'm like, no. I was like, no, I'm fine. You know, she's like, I got beer. And she offered a beer. I'm like, oh my goodness. I can't remember, Michelob, I think, or something like that. She was like, I got some Michelob beer in here. She was like, you can have some. She was like, we don't always have to talk about business right away. I was like, no, I think I'm going to, stay off the beer. And I said, if you want to have a beer, it's fine, you know. So the whole time she's like prancing around the house and she's like looking back at me.
His face, Boomers. Oh my goodness. Oh,
because it was funny to me because she was really like putting it out there. Like, look, I'm gonna shoot my shot, basically.
Look, and we don't have long to live, so it's like, let me get right to the point. That's what she was doing.
Every time she would walk in front of me and then she'll look back, it was like a glance. It is like looking back at me, and it was like, oh my goodness. And she was
that
like,
really is an Eartha Kitt moment.
Yes.
That really is an Eartha Kitt moment.
Did she purr?
If she did that, I would have walked out. That's why I would have left her there. But she definitely tried her hand, and she was making a lot of comments. To me, it was funny to me. I didn't take it personal or anything of that nature.
She was trying to get you to take it personally.
She was. She was trying. She didn't have a chance, but she tried. In her mind, she had that chance.
She know that. Look, she said, "Okay, I'm 68."
Yeah, she gets an A for effort.
The A for effort was there. She definitely got an A for effort. I mean, the way she changed clothes fast at 68, 69. I thought it was Superman. Like, she went into the booth, came back out, had on a sheer robe, had her slippers on. I'm like, what is?
Oh, that is so bold.
She had her slippers on. I mean, she was like, got comfortable.
Oh, my.
And I was just like, how long is this consultation? I was like, what did she say she need?
She started playing that song Before I Let Go.
So that was a good one because not only was we ended up moving her, and it became a good move.
Okay.
And it was actually a good situation for her.
Okay.
And then I remember after we actually moved her, she called me and just was like, "You should come over for dinner." I was like,
she was still trying to shoot the shot.
She was still trying. She's like, she was more impressed with my guys. Actually, she definitely commend my guys and was like, these guys are wonderful. They're well-mannered. They're respectful. She was like, I'm going to tell my daughter to leave a Google review. And so she on the phone with me. This is another part of the story that was funny. She on the phone, I want to do da-da-da-da. She was like, you know what? I actually need to introduce you to my daughter. And I was like,
she said, well, it could stay in the family.
Yeah. So she's like, I need to introduce you to my daughter. I was like, about what? I'm thinking she might be moving. She was like, I think y'all look good together. And I was like, I'm married. She was like, oh, it's okay. I was like,
okay.
No, I can't do that. And so, it was that was a funny story because she always, I always had that in my mind. I just can't believe how fast she changed. It was like she had it laid on a bed or something, and she just knew in her mind what she was about to do. So it was a good laughing experience and moment for me in these 9 years. You know,
she moved slow. Maybe her bones in one way, but in another way,
yeah. She wasn't like old, like looking. Now she wasn't like when you think of 68, 69, you thinking like no.
Yeah, we come up different.
Yeah,
we show up different these days.
Yeah.
We're not our mamas.
Yeah,
69.
So our mama's mama.
She did yoga. Mm-hmm. She did yoga.
She wanted to show you some moves.
Boomers, you hear this? Okay, boomers, you hear this? Yoga.
She wanted to show him some moves.
She definitely tried
to. You're flexible and you stretch. Okay.
Yeah, so
she said, "Let me just show you this in my
Victoria's Secret." She didn't look at her age, honestly. She didn't look her age. I just know her age. Mm-hmm. So mentally, it was kind of like, like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? But she it was a good experience, and it ended up, being good for my guys and for her as well.
Right. Yeah. It worked out for everybody.
She's on tour now at the Paper Moon.
She probably is.
Oh,
y'all need to stop. Do you hear the engineer over here? Michelle?
I'm sorry. I'm having so much fun.
Michelle. Paper Moon. Okay. For those that's not diverse. Yeah, so that's a good story. It really is.
And I had bad stories too.
Okay, so let's hit it. Let's go to the opposite. Tell us a bad story.
This was a scary moment not for me personally, but it was scary just to be in that atmosphere to see a family fight amongst each other and physically. So it started off, came in to consultation, do the same thing. I'm telling them what I provide, what I do, and it's 2 brothers that were there and a sister. It's another brother on his way coming. Okay. So I'm waiting. We sitting around waiting. And while we waiting, we talking about basketball because they knew I played basketball. And the brother came. Where we was at is a kitchen. You could see the backyard. Mm-hmm. So it was like a big window. You could see the backyard. 2 of the brothers end up going outside. And so all of a sudden, one of the brothers just lights up a joint. He just lights it up. The other brother lights up a cigarette. So they talking back and forth. Me and the sister and the other brother in the house. We're looking at the kitchen of the glass. It's like china they had. They had a bunch of china glass, a bunch of china, nice, and it was expensive too. Mm-hmm. And I was just giving them the outlay of what I'm going to do, how we're going to pack it up, make sure we do it. All of a sudden, I hear just like a bunch of cursing. And so I'm thinking maybe the neighbor or somebody came over, and it was the 2 brothers. And the brother was like, F you, I don't care. You just want to take the money. You just trying to get all the money. I couldn't pick out everything, but it was, you just want all the money.
You were there to help the mother of these siblings?
The mother had passed.
Oh, the mother had passed.
So they got the estate of the house. Mm-hmm. And so they was trying to figure out how to divide everything. But first they wanted to get everything out so they can sell it because the relative told them they had to get this stuff out. And they cursing and going back and forth. And then I hear one of the brothers say, we'll just talk about this later. We got, Elton is in there. Let's go ahead and just talk about it later. All right, so they come into the house. Remind you, one of them smoking a joint. So I'm like, I don't know how well he going to be mentally. I don't know if he going to be hungry or he going to be sleepy or he going to be angry. I don't know what is.
You don't know where he coming from with that. Mm.
And so 5 minutes goes, we go upstairs. Now we doing upstairs. All of a sudden, I just hear a big crash. I mean, it was boom, and it was like glasses falling. So me and the sister were upstairs, and the 2 brothers downstairs. I run downstairs. We run downstairs. They're in a full fight in the kitchen. I mean, blows being thrown. Like they throwing stuff at each other, chairs. They squaring up. They swinging. They connecting. The other brother who was upstairs with me, he's trying to break it up. The sister's crying. It's like, so I'm like, what are you doing, Mom? We didn't want this. And Elton is here. You're embarrassing our family. It was. They tore the house up. Listen to me. The house was worth $700,000.
By the time they finish,
the way they put holes in the wall because they was throwing chairs, glass, and everything. And granted, they probably can afford that because it's a $700,000 house, or they can sell as is. But it was like when we came down, they were still fighting, and so they were still throwing stuff. I was like, I got to leave because I don't want nobody to hit me because I don't want to if you hit me, then it's another story now.
Then you have to deal with it.
So I walked out and I got in my car. The sister came and, followed me. Was like, Elton, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for this. I'm so embarrassed. I don't know what went on with them, So I kind of like backed off of that. And I said that was one of the craziest situations I had.
Yeah. Well, that does sound crazy.
It was.
See, what would you have done?
I left. got out of that situation.
I told you something.
Let them deal with it.
I'd have been in the throes.
No. I would have been standing outside by the curb taking pictures. Yeah. So Elton, let's that was a good and a bad. But I like to know. We have like 2 minutes left.
Absolutely.
I like to know, what do you and you or your family do for relaxation?
Yeah, I like to travel. I love to travel with we just came back from the Bahamas. My 2 kids. I have a son and a daughter, Elton, the third, Zaria, and then my wife.
Oh, your daughter is Zaria?
Zaria.
Zarah?
No, Zaria.
IA. Oh, just IA. Okay.
IA. My son is named after me.
Okay.
He's the third. And my wife, Monique. We went to the Bahamas, had a great time. Great time.
Right.
We love to travel.
Okay.
Like to take the kids places. And I just honestly, being in my own space.
Yeah.
I go into my garage or in my backyard, sitting on the deck and just relax.
So when you travel, do your business mind go? Do you be seeing things?
A little bit. I try not to worry about work when I'm with the family, but that's it.
Well, Elton Brown of Boomer Transition, it's been great having you here. We have learned a lot today. I want to thank you again, and hopefully I could get you to return and tell us more.
Absolutely.
For the love of baby boomers, I look forward to talking with you and having another guest next week. Thank you.